ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Aweber, Infusionsoft, Amazon Web Services S3, and a whole bunch of hosting companies, right? And when you see all that stuff over and over again, you probably start noticing that it all costs money. And usually it's not the kind that you just pay once and be done with it, right? It's not that way. Oh no, these are the kind of bills that you take on every single month. Kind of like a second electric bill or something, right? Who the hell wants a second electric bill? Not me, that's for sure. But the bottom line is, we pay a lot of money out for all these things because we need them. And for the most part, we marketers are making much more than what we were paying out for these services. Even though the monthly cost for all those services can be pretty considerable to the average person, as someone who makes money on the internet, I can tell you those services are worth their price. So it all works out, right? Yeah, it does. Except if you're a new guy and you're trying to figure out how to make things work, then I would say it's probably not working out for you very well. In fact, I would say your chances of failure are greatly increased because of that monthly expense. Hard to make any money when you don't know what you're doing yet, and you're already paying out a couple $100 every month just to learn. It makes you wonder, do you really need all that fancy stuff anyway? Could you succeed online without buying anything? Well, to answer that question, we need to look at why us marketers have all those fancy tools that we pay hundreds of dollars a month for. I am talking about the funnel, okay? The sometimes simple, sometimes complex, always extremely dynamic funnel. Here are a few examples of what I mean. Here are a few launches I've done with sales funnels. As you can see, the front ends are generating about half the revenue. The other half of the revenue is coming from the sales funnel. Here's a few more examples for you. Half the revenue again is being generated on the front end. Under a half or almost a half or over a half is being generated through the sales funnel. Okay, now I could probably show you all kinds of examples, but I don't really need to keep giving you proof that a funnel is effective. My numbers are not unique. You could probably ask 100 full-time marketers if their funnels make them more money. 99 would say yes, and the one guy who says no is probably failing because he's not doing it right. Okay? It's a proven system that I and pretty much all other successful marketers use every day. The problem? It's not free, you guys. It costs money to make this thing happen. It takes money for hosting and registration, for an autoresponder service, for a place to host your videos, a page builder, a cover creator, a copywriter, tracking software, a payment processor, and look, I could go on, but you get the point. These things cost money. Guess that's why you're always hearing marketers tell you to invest in your business. If you're new or not making money online yet, though, all those expenses could be a little intimidating. In fact, they might leave you feeling a little like, it takes money to make money, and I got no money, so I guess I'm screwed. And yeah, maybe I would have agreed with you a few months ago, but I figured something out that is really going to help the new guys. So if you're new out there and you're trying to make things work, or if you haven't made any money yet, no real success to speak of yet, listen up because you're really going to enjoy this. Before that, let's take a closer look at the moving parts. I mean, let's break this down, okay? We got traffic going into a squeeze page, to a thank you page, to the email one, and then on to the freebie download page, right? And then the freebie download page takes them to the front end offer where we offer them something. We got more emails taking them to the front end offer where we offer them something. Then we offer them an OTO 1 and an OTO 2 and a downsell 1. And all this is kind of set up to, provide lots of value for our customers and our prospects, and it's also set up to design to make us money, okay? And maybe that seems complex to you, or maybe it seems pretty simple, but the point is, and here's the bottom line, it costs money to run that system, all right? So what do you need to set this thing up, right? What do you need to make it work? Look, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a lead magnet. You're going to need a front-end product. You're going to need some OTOs and some downsells. You're going to need a domain name and some registration. You're going to need hosting, autoresponder, video hosting, page builder, copywriter, autoresponder email sequences, and look, a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm not even going to go into because I ran out of room on the page. But look, how does it all add up? Let's just figure out how this adds up. Let's take it by the numbers and let's be conservative about it. Okay? Lead magnet, 4 hours of your time learning. Let's say you make a minimum wage, so that's what you're going to be worth, and that's what we're going to charge for our time. So that's 29 bucks you spent learning how to be an expert at lead magnets. Front-end products. Let's say you take 2 days to make a front-end product at $7.25 an hour. That's $116 of time you have invested in this front-end product. You're up to $145 of your time, right? OTOs and downsells. You take another 2 days to create some OTOs and some downsells. That's $7.25 an hour. That's another $116. You have now spent $261 of your time, right? Keep in mind, we're working at minimum wage prices, right? Next, you're going to pay for a domain name. That's $10 a year. That's an average price. You might get it a little lower, you might get a little higher, but it's about $10 a year for a domain name. Now you're at $261 in time and $10 a year. Hosting, average of about $100 a year for hosting. You're at $261 in time and $110 a year now. Autoresponder services average of about $20 a month. Some of them will give you the first month for free, and that's pretty good. Most of you guys won't be making money after your first month though, and then you'll be paying that $20 expense. We're at $261 in time, $110 a year, and $20 a month. Next, video hosting. Video hosting for your videos that you're going to be putting up there. Well, that's about $5 a month on average. I got an Amazon S3 account. I pay out about $70 or $80 a month to them every month to host my videos. So I'm being very conservative at $5 a month, but it's a good starting point. Now we're $261 in time. We're at $110 a year and $25 a month for our little online business. Next, a page builder. Lead pages cost an average of $25 a month. That's a nice page builder. That's an industry standard for page builders. Many of these online courses that you buy that cost about $7 or $8, they'll tell you to go get a lead pages account. It's going to cost you $25 a month. Now you're at $261 in time spent, $110 a year, $50 a month. Do you see how this starts adding up? Copywriter. Let's say we're not going to hire a copywriter. We're going to go on the cheap because we're already spending this money out every month and we're not making any money yet. So let's go on the cheap. Let's spend 8 hours of our time to become an expert copywriter. That's going to be $58. Now, I'm sure all the copywriters are laughing at me right now because they know it takes longer than 8 hours to master the art of copywriting. But that's okay. We're going to be conservative here. It's another $58 of your time spent. Email copy. Another 8 hours of your time spent learning to master email copy. Another $58. So now we're at $377 in time. $110 a year and $50 a month in our little online business. 377 plus 110 plus 50 a month. That's $1,087 over the course of 1 year. Now look, let me be honest with you. Let me be very, very honest with you. All of my internet marketing friends who are watching this are laughing at those numbers. They're laughing at them because they're extremely conservative. But what if we took these numbers, no matter how conservative they may look, because look, let's be honest, those numbers aren't that conservative to a newbie. Someone who's brand new or someone who's not making any money online, these numbers might be intimidating. Imagine what the real numbers would look like to them. Regardless, what if we took these numbers and said this? We said no thanks to the 377 in time. We said I'll pass to the $110 a year, and we said not today, Satan, on the $50 a month, right? What if we said no thanks to all that stuff? I want to help you get started for free, folks. Okay, what if we took all this stuff, the lead magnet, we took it to 0, the front-end product, we took it to 0, the OTOs and downsells, we took them to 0, we took the domain name to 0, the hosting to 0, the autoresponder to 0, the video hosting to 0, the page builder to 0, the copywriting to 0, the email copy to 0 as well. In case you didn't see it, it's 0. You might be thinking, how did you reduce the time spent to 0? Well, the short answer is this. As it happens, there are specific strategies to drastically reduce your time spent on tasks that would otherwise take you days. It's important because time is your most valuable resource. But let me give you an example that shows how a simple adjustment can save you time and make you more money. Just a simple adjustment, and list a simple example here, okay? Look, this is an example of a closed-looped system. Yes, it is an old school clothes dryer. All right, now what does it do? It dries your clothes, but if I set it for 20 minutes and I put my wet clothes in there, what happens if my wet clothes are dry in 12 minutes? Well, I'll tell you what happens, folks. That dryer is going to keep on drying for another 8 minutes. All right? It's a waste of 8 minutes of energy. It's a waste of 8 minutes of wear and tear on that dryer. It's not efficient, but it's a closed loop system. It's going to keep on going for as long as we set it for, whether the clothes are dry or not. Look at this autoresponder sequence. Opt-in, welcome email, content, related promotion. Content, related promotion. It's the same thing, you guys. It's a closed-looped system. I can just keep on buying traffic or getting free traffic and just keep on shoving traffic at that opt-in, and people are just going to keep on going through there, and some of them are going to buy and some of them aren't. But how am I measuring? How am I adjusting? Right? It's a closed-looped system. It's non-efficient. How can we adjust? This is an example of an open loop system. This is a brand new clothes dryer. It has sensors in it to detect moisture. When the clothes are dry and the moisture dissipates, this dryer shuts off automatically. It doesn't matter if it's at 12 minutes, at 22 minutes, or at 8 minutes. When the clothes are dry, it shuts off, conserving electricity and preserving the dryer from any unnecessary wear and tear. It's a great system. It's an open loop system. It adjusts based on whether or not the clothes are dry. It's great. How can we translate that to email? How can we put sensors like that in our email so that we can adjust and, fix our time and make more money, right? Here's a simple example of how we could do it. What if that first content email, we invited our prospects, we invited our leads to a Facebook group, right? This way, we could test their engagement. We could also see where our email leads are actually from in case we're buying solo ads. We can kind of test where they're coming from, and we can test the engagement. We can see if we're getting ripped off in traffic or not, right? We can test engagement by inviting them to a Facebook group and see how many people are joining. What if in the next content email, we survey our prospects, we survey our leads, right? We ask them simple questions like, hey, what are you having the most trouble with? This, or this, right? Now, as more traffic comes in, as more leads come in, and more people answer that question, we're going to adjust our promotion, our related promotion, based on how people are filling out that survey and based on what kind of engagement we're getting in our Facebook group. Folks, this is the sensors. This is how we do it. This is how we take our closed loop system and turn it into an open loop system. This is how you're going to make more money. This is how you're going to save money. This is how you're going to save time. Simple little systems like this is what I'm talking about. Okay? Open loop system. Now, look. A system like this will allow you to measure success and adjust based on performance. But do you have to have that? Do you have to do it? No, you don't have to do it, okay? I firmly live by the motto that you should do your best and forget the rest. If you feel that some weird open loop system is too complicated for you, then simplify it, man. Just simplify it. You dumb it down until it makes sense to you, and then as you get more experience, you add on to what you do. That's what I did, that's what every other marketer in the world did, and that's what you can do too. In the past, it was kind of hard though, because you were paying all these expenses every month for things like Aweber and ClickFunnels. Not anymore, okay? I want to show you how to set the whole thing up for free. This is the new deal. Make it as simple or as dynamic as you want. I can teach you how to do what I do, and I can show you how to do it all for free. Honestly, It just takes a little commitment, ambition, and of course, someone to show you what the heck to do, right? Look, 95% of the people who try to make money online on the internet never make a dime. Why? I'll tell you one reason why. They don't have time to really learn how to do it the right way. The tools required to run an online business can be expensive if you aren't making any money, and can have you throwing in the towel pretty quick. I guess that's why more than 90% of all internet business startups end in failure within the first 120 days. I do not think that that will be your fate, though. I'm about to give you all the time you need to figure this thing out. I want to show you how to get all the tools you need to run your online business, and I want to show you how to get them all for free. And while we are at it, I want to show you a simple method to produce lead magnets and products in lightning speed. On top of that, I want to walk you through how to very quickly write fast, effective copy that gets results in email and on sales pages. I'm going to prove to you that anyone with a sheer force of will can create a successful online business that gets attention, builds audience, and makes you money. You're not going to need any experience to do this. You don't need $1 million camera. You don't have to be some kind of internet marketing guru with 1 million products under your belt. You don't have to have a bunch of knowledge about SEO or quantum physics. You're not going to need any expensive software, and you're not going to have to dedicate every waking moment of your life to this either. Here's a little fact about internet marketing for you might find interesting. Every action people have to take requires a decision. At most decision points, more than 50% of your audience, usually more like 80 or 99%, opt out. They opt out. You heard it right, 50%. Now look, that's insane, you guys, but what it means is that it takes time and practice to get this stuff right. For every giant swarm of traffic you send at something, a bunch of people are going to leave. Okay? It takes practice to get it right. I don't care what people are telling you, how many make money in 30 days or less offers you're seeing out there. I promise you, for you to do what I do, it takes time to get it right. Bruce Lee himself could teach you Kung Fu, and let's face it, you're still going to get your butt kicked a few times. It doesn't matter. It's no different with learning to make money online or becoming a digital marketer. It takes a little time to get good at something. What I'm offering here is time with no expense. No tricks, no expensive tools necessary, no college degree needed. What it means is that the new barrier to success is now what it always should have been, a simple will to win. The fact is, I'm just a normal guy who committed to making this online thing work. When I first started, I really didn't know anything about the power of sales funnels or email marketing or list building or any of that. Sure as heck didn't know that this thing was going to grow to a scale that could support my family. And that is where many of you guys do have a big advantage over me. You already get the power of starting a business online and what you can do with it. You see it's no hoax. You know it's no joke. You see lots of people doing it and succeeding. That's a big advantage you had over me. Okay? Your problem is you have no confidence in what to do or if it will even work at all. And look, this is my job. I've done a lot of research on it. I get that many of you have spent money on multiple courses and failed to take action. I get that many of those multiple courses just didn't plain work. I get that you've been bogged down with the technical details. You've tried and failed in the past. You're intimidated by recurring monthly charges from places like ClickFunnels. You're losing money on autoresponders that are not making you money, but you were told you needed. You can't seem to get started with anything. You can't get your focus under control enough to move forward with anything. And you just feel like it's too much work to mess with. Again, that's where I come in. Welcome to Free Funnels. How to do all the stuff big marketers do for free. Free Funnels is divided into 4 simple modules covering the 12 most important subjects of your life. Okay. Maybe not your life, but they are pretty damn important. What are they? We're going to talk about creating paid products that actually make money, creating lead magnets that actually get opt-ins, free website and page builder setup, building OTOs and downsells that convert, effective squeeze pages, download pages, and thank you pages for free while we're at it, effective sales pages for free while we're at it, effective security login pages for free while we're at it, free autoresponder setups, how to write effective autoresponder sequences super fast, how to set up your funnel for free, how to move your email subscribers from list to list easily on automation, how to set up all your legal pages easily for free. Not only am I going to give you the free blueprint to win on the internet, I am going to give you 2 webinar replays where I talk about my favorite free traffic sources for your funnel. That's over 2 hours of pure no-fill content where I speak about my favorite places to drive free traffic. Webinar plus webinar. I don't just want to show you the strategies. I don't just want to help you put it all together for free. I want to show you how to get traffic to it as well. Listen, the stuff I teach inside free funnels is extremely powerful strategy that has worked time and time again. What's new is now you'll know how to do all of it for free. It's the kind of option that I never had when I first got started, I'll tell you that. It would be fair to charge $9.97 for this exact winning blueprint. I know the value of what I teach and what I do. I know how important mastering this is. I also know what it means to be able to do it for free. I could go on and on. I'm not trying to bleed you dry on this though. I want you to win. Let's make it easy. You're not going to pay $9.97 for this, not $4.97, not even $97. And yeah, that does put me square in the territory of putting in more work than I will get back from teaching you this stuff. I don't care. I'm starting this course at $7. It's a launch week special. After that, I'm setting the course at $27. Still an incredible deal, just not launch week incredible. Now look, in a moment, I'm going to give you a call to action. I want you to invest in your business here. What I offer you is no trick. This is no mere gimmick. I'm going to explain step by step exactly what I do and how to do it without having the expenses that go along with it. And I am going to give you 2 webinar replays showing you exactly how to drive free traffic to the whole thing. Building a rock-solid business on the internet where you are living directly in the middle of the information age is a no-brainer. I'm going to leave free funnels at $27. And if you look at it over the course of 1 year, that's less than 8 cents a day. Would you be willing to invest 8 cents a day over the course of 1 year for even a chance to vastly improve your life forever? I would and have. Take time to deliberate. But when the time for action arrives, stop thinking and go in. Andrew Jackson said that. Today, inside Free Funnels, you're going to be instantly given the secrets to how to actually win online without spending a bunch of money on expensive tools, how to get a free page builder and website set up, how to stop losing money on autoresponders that are not making you money but were told you needed, how to stop trying and failing, how to do everything without paying recurring monthly charges from places like ClickFunnels, how to write fast, effective email and sales copy, how to finally get started with something that works, how to finally get your focus under control enough to move forward with something, and how to stop feeling like it's too much work to mess with because we are taking this step by step. In addition to that, you're also going to get instant access to webinar plus webinar, where I talk about my favorite free traffic sources for your funnel, previously only available to my coaching students. I want you to click the button below, you guys. I want you to click the button below and pick up Free Funnels. I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still not sure? Consider this. Let's assume you're going to buy this course at its highest price point of $27. If you used everything I'm giving you today to build an online business that just ran without a paid autoresponder, if you use everything I'm going to give you today to build an online business that just ran without a paid autoresponder, tongue twisted and tongue tied, I apologize. Look, If you use everything I give you today just to run without an autoresponder that costs money, your investment in this course will have paid for itself in 2 months. At the end of 12 months, you will have saved a total of $193. And I'm assuming you don't make any money your first year and your paid autoresponder was giving you your first month for free. I'm assuming that stuff. You still would have made $193 switching over and going through the way I'm going to teach you inside this course. $193 in savings. That's insane. Don't you think you could probably use free funnels to sell at least one product? I mean, I'm going to teach you how to do everything. If the answer is no, then I think you need to take a long look in the mirror because you're selling yourself way too short. But even if the answer is still no, then guess what? You're still going to save a bunch of money because free funnels is going to eliminate all expenses for you. The fact is, if you had enough ambition and attention to make it to the end of this video, then you could sell at least one product. The truth is, you can probably sell a lot more than that on a monthly basis. Making money online doesn't always have to be hard. This is not the lottery. Hoping won't do you any good here. Take time to deliberate. But when the time for action arrives, stop thinking and go in. As it has always been, your future is in your hands. And now, it's your move. I'll see you on the inside.